quality on the field. He can get ready himself.
Oh, Mobley catch the CM there. Is he going to try to go for him? Come on, let's have a wave. He's going to snipe him. He's going to be sniped. Oh, the Familia is Gargoyle. It's Gargoyle, right? Familia is going to try to come in to get a stun. Probably going to see an engagement going there in the middle lane. Ehome wants to defend all of their level 1 tower. All of it is up. This is going to go down. There you go. A gleam is going off. Are they going to try to come for it?
Engage. We've got AAA running straight in there. Shackle shot holds him in place. The frost is off. Windrunner trying to get back. Familia shot from the skies. It's not close enough. The side gets the kill. Windrunner goes down. There's a tower for a Windrunner. That was the exchange. That's how they wanted to go. And still Ehome holding on to that middle lane until the tier 1 tower went down, of course.
Tidehunter is being super confident right there. He only TPs when he's really needed in like a mass engagement. Gonna try to take the level 1 tower down in the middle lane, which is gonna go down immediately. No defense side is gonna be put up. They're gonna try to catch a weak Shocker. No, they choose to back off. At the top lane, Alchemist is farming. Every time they only choose like 3 people to push, and then one or 2 person is at the side lanes farming, putting so much pressure on LGD. They have so many lanes to defend.
Yeah, that definitely do. I love the fact that now Tidehunter, he did go for a Ring of Hell though very early on, which I really actually like that item to actually go up. He knows he's going to put it into a Vanguard a little bit later, but the fact that actually got that early on, keeps himself in the mix, made sure he actually survived there. Anchor Smash is helping him farm up that bottom lane to get even closer towards that Blink Dagger. No more running like we saw before. They can actually choose the time of their initiation, but when he wants to pop that Ravage, so he can really catch LGD out of position here. Power shot going up there on the top lane. The Bouncing Sun's going to come. AAA, Magic, the wall is out of range. It's out of range. He's actually inside the trees right now. Power shot goes off. He's inside the trees. Will the support come? Malady does enough to get him off. CM very, very confident. Wants to actually claim line here. What is the thrust? Shackle goes. Tidehunter's coming in. There's no ulti right now. Can they hold him line? Impel from the side. CM will go down. Ravage goes off. Buy some time, but the power shot does kill. Shackle on the Tidehunter. On the back of the 25. More damage. Magic 1 charges. He might get the lion. Not going to get the lion. Besides comes through and gets the lion. 3 down for the Sentinel. 1 down for the Scourge. Lion, the only one to go down. This tier 1 tower is gone.
Lion was like just chilling here and thinking, yeah, I'm going to come out only when I'm needed. Takes down the tower, of course, for the top lane. Gonna back off. Not going to go for level 2 tower. Back into the middle lane. Someone is probably going to TP. At the bottom lane, the Alchemist is back. He's like, okay, that's it. You know, I sacrificed myself. My teammates didn't really back me up in time. They came, like 2 of them came, but they weren't really sure. At the top lane, are we gonna see some catching going on?
I think Visage wanted to go for it, but you can't take that Creep Wave. You are only level 8. Even if you do have that mech charge to actually pop off, it's still not going to be enough to actually tank it up here. I think LGD fans are starting to get a little bit more excited here. Can LGD actually take out Ehome in this first match? They need to. If they don't, they can't go the second match of this best of 3. And of course, already 1 up. Ehome going through the winner's bracket. Items being completed now. It is in fact the phase boost popping as well as the magic wand for the Windrunner in the middle lane. Alchemist back towards that bottom lane, free farming. Vanguard is now completed on top of the Alchemist as well. So AAA is still going for the farm. If you actually saw his 600 creep stat on that Morphling, you just know how freaking strong he is, especially when it comes down to farming. 600 on
Medusa also.
Yeah, a little bit harder to actually do on Alchemist, but still, if you want to put a man in charge of it, he'll be the one to actually go. Looks like Dwarf is now farming up the top lane. Yasha on top of him with a couple of Wraith Bands. He was being escorted there by Tidehunter. Still hasn't actually completed his Blink Dagger just yet, but it won't be too far away.
Well, looking at the items view right now, I think Ehome actually has slightly more completed items than the Scourge team, but of course, engagement-wise, LGD came on top, showed their teamwork. Really great play there. Slow there goes off onto the Windrunner. Probably nothing's going to happen. Going to try to harass. Alchemist is off. Every minute that they get to free farm is danger to any of their teammates.
Yeah, that definitely is, because I don't know if LGD managed to spot it very, very quickly. But what actually happened, they're thinking about going for Dwarven Sniper. It is, in fact, the Windrunner up there on the top lane. Put it out of power shot. Thinking about harassing X back a little bit further. Look at that micro. It is so awesome. Shackle now goes off. They spotted the Tidehunter around the side. Bouncing stun. Bouncing stun. It's bouncing. It stops. There's only 3. The Ravage will be here. Here it comes. No, will it be enough for Milkies on the side? Ravage goes on down. We've lost our Witch Doctor. For Morphling coming in over the top. Will 357 be able to get out of this one? Windrunner still on the tails here. Pugner coming in as well. 357 blinks out.
He has the Blink Dagger.
He managed to pick that up just before. I thought he was going to initiate on the top here, but it saved his life this time around. Ehome maintain their lead 9-8 here.
Well, Morphling is going to come up front, but you do see the Alchemist is just chilling at the bottom lane. He is farming. They need to know every minute they let AAA farm. That's going to be danger for them for every minute that pass. As you can see, he's super good at farming.
Top lane, just look at him push. MSJ quite happy to push it. Pugna actually
Gonna
putting the
take a
nether ward down the
level
back too. It gives CM a little bit of a tickle on the front. The TP now
coming
coming
from the
in.
Alchemist.
Lion's actually made trouble with the Familiars harassing him off there. Alchemist will be enough of intimidation for the LGD guys to go, you know what, I really don't want to be part of this right now. Let's just fall back.
Yeah, they can't afford to take the risk. If any of their heroes get taken down, they're going to get pushed really fast because the Sentinel is always looking. Both teams are so good, so each of them can only wait for each other to make a mistake, get caught before they push.
Yeah, you're still
always looking for that opening.
With the Familiars, they're scouting out beautifully. I mean, they're getting harassed here as well by the Wish Doctor as well as the creeps here. But using those Familiars, not only because they can drop themselves down and do the stun, but they're also great scouts. This is what used to actually happen too with the old Visage, with the Revenants. They're actually used to basically look at every single ward, every single choke point. You didn't even actually need to buy a ward when you picked up Visage. So the Familiars actually having to stick a little bit closer together. They're a little bit more squishy. We're going to see a save game coming out in just a moment as well. Maybe just after we actually see what's going to happen on the top lane. The tier 1 tower will actually come up now. Windrunner still on the front line. It's in fact 2 Windrunners up there on the top line, getting hit pretty hard as well. So falling themselves back just a little bit further there. Trying to defend.
The nether ward is popped down. Any spells that the Sentinel team cast, nether ward actually takes life away from them.
Yeah. Actually interesting to also note too, while all this is happening, Dwarven Sniper able to free fund the moment. Save game will be coming out right now, just so we don't lose anything. We're 20 minutes into the game. Ehome having a very quick chat. LGD, just a bit of a turn of a head. That's all they really need. So it's always so interesting to see Ehome just talking to each other the entire time. Communication is just so strong. Let's just turn our heads. Actually, no, we're fighting next to each other right now. Do I want to know what you're looking at? We can see what you're looking at.
Do you want to look at what I'm looking at? Look at my screen right now.
It is.
Super surprised view by the Morphling. We haven't seen it on the Morphling yet so far.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see to actually show themselves up before we talk about it. Everyone just like, you gotta love it. The players just like, they're going, ooh, what's coming out? The players
I'm like
don't know.
looking around thinking, what's that?
Alchemist now pushing up the top here. We've got Tide under CM as well as Visage in support. Morphling now coming on down. Support, is it there? Will he want to go? He's actually still going through. Blink from Tide Hunter. Alchemist down to cover 5. Blast goes up. Now the ward's hitting him from the side as well. CM forced back. Visage still alive. Neck pops off. They want to bring down Morphling. So MSJ might have dived a little bit too far. But support is there. Shatter goes off. Holds Jay in place. He's the only one. They turn themselves around. Alchemist still firing. Finger goes off. They bring down Jay. The mech goes off once again. To this side for LGD. Blast area off. They're fighting Toxic Spray. Lion almost escapes. So Triple A gets the kill. That one. Toxic Spray doing it. CM still alive. Morphling waves at the top. Still going. Malvin might kill Alchemist. CM dies. Alchemist sides. He's 4 down. They're still going. Dwarven Sniper stun. It doesn't bounce. X just running his little legs out. And he will get back past the tier 2 tower. What an engagement by LGD. They hit the lead. 12-10 here in the SMM Grand Final.
Oh my god. Best Morphling on earth.
That was insane. Morphling was just running with the team.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He was like, I'm going to take 2 more hits at you before I wave off because I know that's how much it will take for me. I wouldn't die.
And he's still now coming back to help finish the job. The tier 2 tower on the top. Neck pops off again. Pug the blast as well.
Gets denied.
What a deny with the Familiars.
Lion doing very well there, actually. He has a Urn of Shadow, so he's going to be like their mini healer.
They definitely will be. That's just so cheeky. That is just so cheeky. You got an entire team there. I'll throw my Familiars in. I'll get the last hit. I'll be fine.
Well, O9 must be really pleased with his team right now. They are doing really well in the engagement. Like I said, Morphling coming in, trying to harass Alchemist. Like I said, Sentinel has more completed items, but still, look at Morphling with the SNY. He has so much speed. He's going to be able to balance. He's going to be able to add his strength into agility if he needs damage.
Actually, I love the fact that Morphling actually thought that would be enough harassment. I was just pushing the creep wave out, but Triple A didn't even really mind just then. Killed his own creep wave, allowed him to get them all last hits, and his health regen in the space of maybe 5 seconds. That's where the Chemical Rage, as well as the Vanguard, really come into play here for that Alchemist to stay in the front lines. I really don't know if he's actually going to go. He hasn't bought up any items in a short amount of time, so he might still be wanting to go for that Radiance, and they'll just have to kill that replicate of the Morphling the old-fashioned way with, well, Dwarven Sniper shooting it.
Yeah, well, you do see the Tidehunter being more active in engagements now because his job was to farm for a dagger, and he can be blinging into engagement. Level 1 tower at the bottom lane definitely going down. No TP being popped. They are trying to go for a tower trade, but if these towers go down, they're gonna TP back to the top lane to defend their top lane. It goes down. Are they gonna go for level 2 tower?
There it goes, but we've seen this once before. Do they push it through? Do they TP up with the tower being up there on 118 HP? I doubt they're going to go and defend it. A couple of hits will bring it down. There's no way they can actually hold it off there. So in the end, we'll see a push on the bottom lane. Replicate now goes off on Windrunner to keep that extra damage going off. Tier 2 tower getting brought down very, very fast. No TP support, just a Glimpse firing off to buy a little bit more time. Here's the Replicate taking the damage for the moment. He is still so strong, but takes a little bit more damage coming off, and Dwarven Sniper and CM will come in to defend.
Well, since he has decided to go for SNY, it'll be interesting to see what items he wants to go next. Looking at his item, Steel Bottle and an SNY, saving up some money. What do you think will be a good follow-up to his SNY?
SMM, I think, is like the perfect item he could have gone. Obviously, with the ability to actually switch around whenever he wants to. He still needs that little bit of strength to survive there, but wants to crank that agi up as far as he possibly can. So look to really see him deal that awesome damage later on in the game. Of course, this point of the game, we are almost 25 minutes into it. Morphling, even more farm for the top lane for him. He's going to have a great old time. He's still got that invis rune up there too. So even if he does actually start to get harassed or ganked, ZMSJ does actually have a get out of jail free card.
Well, he's not AAA, but still he does have a really high CS. He has a lot of money. He's saving his money for something. Not sure. Maybe it's an Eagle Heart. Maybe he wants to go like full damage. You can see the Lion here being really cheeky. Probably going to do some scouting with Shocker walking around, still with the same items though.
Yeah, he is mid lane still being
pushed.
pushed.
Manta on the Dwarven Sniper. The DS does have a Manta style. He's going to be able to engage in engagement, survive a little bit longer. He has 2 Ravens. He's trying to go for damage, pure damage for him.
You also got to remember too that the passive ability, the stun that can come out from X, as well as the range, the headshot, the extra little crit you can actually get off as well. It's a big thing for the Dwarven Sniper to actually have, especially when he replicates it another 2 times through that Manta style. They are literally able to drop down towers so fast. The old-fashioned way about 3 months ago, you would have seen it also actually use Polygon to actually do that, and then she did the raw damage that came out using Diffusal Blade and jumping on top of that one too. I like to see something a little bit like armor cutting that can come out from Sue, so he can actually really drop down that replicate, drop down that Morphling when he attacks, maybe go up for a bit of a Deso. I still really haven't seen, actually no, I haven't seen a single Deso so far throughout SMM 2010, but when you're going that raw damage, they might try and go stay alive a little bit longer, throwing themselves in a butterfly, throwing a BK, throwing the MKB, something along those lines, but really cut that armor, drop the team down, it'll be a beautiful sight.
Middle lane is going to be defended by Windrunner. She's going to go for the Orchid. And he's going to be able to silence. Pugna has gone for the Vanguard. He wants to survive.
Yeah, but Pugna, of course, wants to jump himself right in the